throwing on first down. McCarthy. And this one too low. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. Now a 2nd and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a first down carry by Jones to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Rig alert. Rig alert. Go.
Hooker from his own end zone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Dragon 60. Ready.
To throw from his end zone. Hooker. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. It's fielded at the 45. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as the tackle made down at the 33. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. An inside give to Jones. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Off play action. McCarthy rolling to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. And now the rookie's free. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside. which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Get it. Check smash. Check smash. Ready.
Another run for Gibbs here. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 55 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. The Lions at 9-7 now on the year. Now, they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Ready.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5.
Check out.
It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Third down and 1.
65 catch. 65 catch.
Throwing. Hooker. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Cougar 19. Go.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. Rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Up the middle, Jones. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, it didn't go their way, did it?
Defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
All play action. Here's Hooker.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jameson Williams.
His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. On 1st down, McCarthy.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. McCarthy. Flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. That's Chandler. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there. winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he will have the Vikings first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He lets one go deep for Addison. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Well, the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Wow, the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. First down throw here. It's Hooker. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, as the first half is winding down. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Off the play fake. McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're looking for more.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. This time they stay on the ground. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The second half starts with a run by Gibbs. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8.
18, Pioneer.
Now Hooker. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Hooker now on 2nd down. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, McCarthy. Addison hauls it in. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jones going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And they'll send Miller in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep, but a give to Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down about the 2.
Sometimes I get caught hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Here's Raymond bringing it out.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get... Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 3.
Big Lion. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
4th down, a give to Gibbs.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. He gets this out wide.
And I think the ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football.
And that, Charles, you have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Following the fumble recovery, McCarthy escaping the pressure right.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's caught inside the 30. Fighting through, and he's got space. Touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, 52 yards.
And the Vikings have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line.
He has been tremendous all day long.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hooker now up play action. Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. Make him make someone miss in the open field.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, Hooker. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Here's Hooker.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 146 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy able to find Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Jones running left.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he works free. Past the 20. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. First and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. And they're going to get the timeout call. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Minnesota, they do get that 10th win of the year as they finish. It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Right to the air is Burrow.
This will be caught by Brown. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. He's got Burton here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
The Bengals had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to...
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And stopping the run
That's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down. McCarthy. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. An inside give, Brown. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that 1st down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. McPherson on for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. B.J. Hill, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, take. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
First down, here's Burrow. Complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 30 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Bengals. Charlie Jones, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now a dump off here complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. That is caught. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half,
It's probably too late.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing again is Darnold. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be Jones. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Burrow will throw. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he fires one incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Darnold. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. Now Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Darnold now to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Still going.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
57 yards.
And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And McPherson on for the extra point.
He gets it to go, and the lead swells, 35-6.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Play action. It's Darnold. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, he got 4 on 3rd down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Darnold flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
First down, Minnesota.
Off of play action, Darnold. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Kene Nwangu
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he bangs it home. It makes it now 35-13 our score.
35. Vikings 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now Burrow to throw on second down. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Burrow looking to pass. Man open, here is Jones. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here's Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase
With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On the toss, here's Nwangu.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing.
Oh, Darnold loses it, and the Bengals grab it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Here we go.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense trying to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
They go play action with Burrow. Touchdown! Charlie Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal press. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I get the backups in there, but with me.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
11 MT, hey!
And they go play action now. Burrow. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And they give to Brown on the option. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd and 6. Now Burrow. That is caught. Touchdown Bengals. T. Higgins. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And now off to the races down the right side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Keep going, no, keep going.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Another run now for Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
I'm one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. 1st down. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there's a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11, Thomas. God.
And Burrow going to throw again.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
This is Brown going up the middle, looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
That one looks like he'll throw here. The quick slant caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Brown.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things through this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's DJ Turner who's got it, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow on play action. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.